Hey you! Yes, you! Are you familiar with this image over here? Well, don't worry if you aren't, cause I'm about to educate you on that. So about 2 weeks ago, during the Sonic 35th anniversary livestream, Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition was kinda shadow dropped out of nowhere. To be honest though, at this point it wasn't really much of a surprise considering all the leaks that were happening for this game. And I've gotta say, wow! People really do not like this game. Now, scrolling through the Metacritic reviews, a couple of the main points I saw about the issues with this game is that the quality and performance is still too low compared to other Sonic Switch 2 Edition games. The fact that there's no actual new content added to the game and it's just the DLC that every other version of the game had for free. And probably most important of all, there is no upgrade path. This means that if you had the Switch 1 version of the game already and wanted to play the Switch 2, you are still going to have to pay full price. And this is a problem because Sonic X Shadow Generations and Racing Crossroads actually had upgrade paths for this, so you wouldn't have to pay full price. And while I do think that all of these criticisms are justified, I've honestly just gotta say, what were you expecting? I mean, I understand why everyone had their expectations set so high, and this is probably because, as of right now in general, Sonic's 35th anniversary has been kind of disappointing. I mean, the biggest stuff we've got this year is Sonic Pico Park and Sonic Deodorant. So the bar is really low right now. Anyways, taking a look at the actual game, there are two modes you can play this in. Quality mode and performance mode. Quality plays the game at 1080p 30fps and performance mode plays it at 720p 60fps. And honestly, in my opinion, I really don't think that's that bad of an upgrade. I mean, sure, the visuals are still kind of buggy, but technically, as minimally as possible, they did make this game look slightly better, and they also fixed the pop-in. Also, before anyone attacks me in the comments for this, I just want you to know that I don't actually have this game because I don't have a Switch 2. I also think that the criticism of the quality not being high enough for this game is kind of unfair because although Sonic Generations and Racing Crossroads ran at 1440p 60fps, Sonic Generations is over a decade old and was just ported, while Racing Crossroads isn't exactly the most graphically intense game. And for comparison, Shadow Generations, comparably a much smaller game than Sonic Frontiers, was only able to run at 720p 60fps or 1080p 30fps. Now take a look at Sonic Frontiers, this massive open world game, and you guys were expecting it to run better than that. And another point I want to make is that when we're talking about the Switch 2, we're talking about Nintendo. Historically speaking, when it came to the three main consoles, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo, Nintendo was always the one with the weaker hardware. Because they weren't focusing on that, they were mostly focusing on the big IPs like Mario and Kirby and Zelda and whatnot. I mean, there's a reason Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition only exists for the Switch 2 and not the PS5 and Xbox Series X. My point is, when most people are buying the Switch 2, it's not for quality or graphics or anything like that. They're probably buying it for Mario or some other big Nintendo franchise that they're a fan of. I mean, I literally played Sonic Frontiers on Switch 1, and I didn't even notice any of the graphical issues or the low frame rate. I was just having fun with the game. Aside from that though, are the other criticisms valid? Yeah, I think so. I don't know why they're hyping up all the DLC like it's a new feature that was just added to the game. And the fact that there's no Switch 2 upgrade path, I honestly think it's just a little baloney, man. But seriously guys, is this game really worse than Sonic Forces? I mean, I don't even hate Sonic Forces, but objectively speaking, Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition is still Sonic Frontiers, just with slight upgrades from the Switch 1 version. This is still objectively better than Forces. Honestly, I think most of these negative reviews aren't because of the actual quality of the game itself. I think it's just that people set their expectations too high and were let down. At the end of the day though, Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition is still the same game. It just came with a bit of clickbait. I guarantee you that there are gonna be like 20 other people making videos trashing on this game, but I hope you know that Sonic Frontiers objectively is still a good game. Anyways, that's just my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Also, yesterday, USA just got wrecked by Belgium. Yikes.